Say it with me, boys and girls. Not everything has to be a cinematic universe. So I'm sure you are all aware of the horror take on Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey that came out last year, and if you are, I'm assuming you know that a sequel is coming out. I believe the release date was set for March 26th, so in about 2 months. And the first one was pretty awful, and I'm sure you already know that, whether you saw my review of it or not. It was trashed on the internet. Nobody liked it. I didn't see a single positive thing anywhere on the internet, because it was just, even if you ignore the fact that it's taking a shit on a character many people liked as kids and even still love today, it's a bad movie. It's one of those movies where just everything went wrong. The directing, the writing, the acting, just everything went wrong with it. And the same guy who directed that movie not only is making a sequel, but we already know is making a ton of other horror films based on beloved characters such as Bambi, known as Bambi the Reckoning, and Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, and he recently announced that there is a Pinocchio movie coming out called Pinocchio Unstrung. Give it credit, it's a creative title. But here's the thing. He's making this into a cinematic universe. No, I'm not kidding. Why does every jack-off in Hollywood, or not even in Hollywood, this guy isn't part of Hollywood, think that every movie they make needs to set up a cinematic universe? And if you think I'm making this up, well, in November 2022, 2 other horror films were announced, Bambi the Reckoning and Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. In February 2023, Frank Waterfield announced that the various projects take place in the same horror spin on children's fairy tales, sharing continuity as a franchise. The filmmaker further stated that Jagged Edge Productions intends to eventually have crossovers featuring all of the characters. On January 17th, 2024, it was revealed that The Adventures of Pinocchio would also be adapted into a horror film titled Pinocchio Unstrung, and would also be set in the same shared universe. Frank Waterfield also expressed interest in making films about Thor, the Norse god of thunder, as well as copyrighted franchises such as Teletubbies, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the Powerpuff Girls. Pinocchio Unstrung will be teased at the end of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. Other teases to the expanded universe and future projects will be displayed through drawings during the credits. Why? Just why? So, cinematic universes are all the rage now. Ever since Marvel started theirs back in 2008, and it's been a colossal success, everybody tries to copy the formula. They want to have a bunch of movies that connect and make this big cinematic universe, and they mostly fail. The DCEU tried it, starting in 2013, and it lasted about 10 years. And most of the movies were terrible. Lego tried it, but tapped out after 4 movies. There were a ton of other franchises that tried to make this big... I think King Arthur Legend of the Sword tried to make some big cinematic universe, and that was a colossal failure. Not every movie needs to set up another one, and not every sequel needs to set up for a cinematic universe. Because apparently, like it said, that Blood and Honey 2 is supposed to set up for Pinocchio Unstrung. It's probably going to do the whole Iron Man thing where maybe Pinocchio shows up at the end of the movie or something. I don't know. The movie doesn't release for 2 months. But, again, why does everybody in Hollywood think every single fucking movie that they make needs to be a cinematic universe? And now apparently he's looking to try to destroy even copyrighted franchise that I don't think he's going to be able to make. He tries to make it, he's either gonna get a cease and desist, or even if he tries to get permission to do it from the studios, there's no way in hell that he's gonna get permission to destroy the Ninja Turtles after what he's done to Winnie the Pooh and what he's doing to all these other Disney films. Oh, and side note, if you're wondering if he's the guy making that shitty-looking Mickey's Mousetrap, it's not. Honestly, that one looks even worse than Blood and Honey. And, yeah. So we still don't have a trailer for Blood and Honey 2 out, but apparently one's supposed to be coming out by the end of the month. I still haven't. I saw something that said it's supposed to be out by the end of the month, but I haven't seen anything about it other than some new images that were leaked online with the new design of Pooh, and honestly, I'm kind of torn on how that looks. It looks creepier, but the original looked more akin to the Disney version, so it just kind of fit better. But honestly, that's going to be the least. The way the bear looks is going to be the least of that movie's problems, because it was the least of the first movie's problems. So, yeah, why, again, I just keep asking this question over and over because it is a very important question, is why does he feel the need to make how do you even do a horror cinematic universe? I know people are going to point out that there was the monster movie, basically cinematic universe long time ago with the Mummy, that's another one that failed recently, but that there was like the Mummy and Frankenstein and Dracula and these others were technically a cinematic universe, or hell, if you want to put Godzilla and King Kong and everything in that too. But how do you do that with just a bunch of slasher movies? I legitimately don't understand it. But yeah, that's all I got. Leave your thoughts on this stupid looking blood and honey cinematic universe in the comments, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.